sales should be taught in every high school around the United States of America. Probably everywhere else, but I ain't gonna speak on all that. First, I'm gonna go over some of the stuff we didn't learn in high school and kids still today are not learning in high school. And I'm not critiquing the school system. I actually think we have a very good school system, and I got a newfound outlook on high school. I don't think that a lot of subjects that we've been saying should be taken out. I think that, but I definitely think some things should be added, and some things should be critiqued about our school system, especially high school. Okay, for one, you don't learn about buying a home in high school. They don't teach you about buying a home. They don't teach you about life insurance. They don't teach you about they don't teach you about monthly planning, like emergency money. For instance, my grandpa taught me about that. He said he set aside money. This like my grandpa, like my father. He had me working in the field, picking peas, doing all kind of stuff. Every shooting a gun when I was a little, he taught me everything. Still to this day, he teach me. So he taught me money management, and he taught me to always put money to the side, to always ration money, to always think smart with money. And he's not a broke person by any standard, but they don't teach you that in high school. They don't teach you to budget in high school. They don't teach you no type of budget planning, not just emergency budget, but not any type of budget planning. They don't teach you about taxes. They don't teach you how to do your own taxes, calculate your own taxes. They don't teach you how to establish credit. They don't even tell you to go get a credit card to establish, not even teach you the back ends of credit. I'm not even saying that, but they don't even tell you to go establish credit in school. And then I don't want to see nobody say that it's the parents. The parents supposed to do that. The parents supposed to do that. You gotta understand, this is a cycle. The parents was in high school too. By the time you get in high school, we was in high school. Our parents was just now figuring out a lot of stuff we was saying. It was just hitting them. You know what I'm saying? We just now figuring out a lot of stuff. A lot of us ain't got life insurance on our kids. Putting all this bro, that's something I just had to deal with a few years ago. Putting life insurance on myself and on my kids. That's a monthly plan. People putting all kind of stuff on their kids, but they not insuring themselves. Most people not doing that. But look, they don't teach you even how to save and budget in high school. And home ec. What is home ec? Why would, for instance, for the people that got to say it's for the parents supposed to do this, the parents supposed to teach you that, the parents supposed to know this, right? Why would they have home ec in school then? What was the point of that? I didn't need to know how to hold a baby. I didn't need to know that when I'm 16, 15. That's setting you up for failure. That's really setting you up psychologically to go out here and have a baby. That's why we got so many kids. But I ain't gonna get into all that. They don't even teach you business. They don't teach you no type of business practices. They don't teach you none. They don't teach you how to know investing. They don't teach you how to open a bank account. They don't teach you no budget plan. They don't teach you no actual life planning at all. They don't teach you none of that. Even in home ec, for all y'all that went to home ec, I ain't have home ec. When I did go to high school, for the barely time I went, I ain't never heard nobody come out of high school and knowing all this. I know people that don't even know this now, this information. People don't even know how to do their own taxes now. I wasn't in high school. When I dropped out of high school is when I started learning life. When I started going out and fend on my own. Boom. That was whenever I was kind of in the streets or whatever. Boom. But I'm going to tell you why sales, with all that being said, I'm going to tell you why sales should be taught in every school. Because sales teaches you all that. So they don't teach you. I didn't learn in high school about putting limitations on yourself and maintaining a positive attitude. Maybe a teacher said that, but that wasn't just ritual in high school like it is in sales. After high school, if you should go get instead of going to get a paying job, you should go get a job like a door-to-door job or a commission-based job where you get paid purely off your talent. And not just your talent, your ability, and your ability to do, like I said in my last video, and in my other video, 7 Steps to Proper Learning, and in my last video, 5 qualities that business owners and successful business owners and people share. Right? If you now, I learned all that in sales. I didn't teach. I didn't. No disrespect to my mom or nothing, but I didn't. My mama didn't teach. She taught me some. She taught me some of that, but I learned that in a business manner in sales. I didn't learn it. I didn't learn it in high school. You see what I'm saying? When I went door to door, I'm talking about I got tattoos. I got a tattoo on my face. I can knock on your door right now. You can never see me. I can knock on your door right now, and without even having a physical product in my hand, a brochure, and I will get your social, and I will ethically sell you a product, and you will feel satisfied about that, and you will feed me dinner and make me smoothies. I got stories for days. Trust me. So, but all that takes endurance. It takes something. It takes your consciousness being right. Like, even for instance, I wanted to go in about the subconscious and the other stages of the conscious in your mind, but I can't even do that because as I talk to some people who subscribe to me and people who watch me or whatever, people not ready for that. You're not ready for that. And it's because, and a lot of times I hear a lot of barriers. I hear a lot of things that I just named, like people trying to get this, they're trying to get a car, trying to buy a house. They letting that block them, and they letting that bring them down, and they letting them block their consciousness. See, they don't teach you about consciousness in high school. I learned that in sales though. I learned that at a sales job I had. I learned how to all business. See, that's what I seen a lot of all these billionaires. They'll tell you you don't need you. Now I'm gonna talk in defense of high school, right? Now they'll in education, because education is good. I don't care whether you self-educate yourself or whether you go somewhere. And I'm gonna talk in defense of what we are getting taught in high school, right? And why I don't think we need to wax that, but we just need to incorporate it, right? As I'm studying now, like these billionaires, they'll tell you you don't need all the stuff you learn in high school. You don't need. You're not gonna use it when you get out, right? Most of them say that, but Elon Musk is building a city in space in Mars, right? He built a starship. That ship can travel around space right now, durable. All they gotta do is just like a car. All they gotta do is get gas. It ain't gonna blow up. It's gonna be intact, right? I'm pretty sure he used some type of quantum physics, geometry, and stuff, and that type of stuff going on. As I'm like studying more about solar and electricity and stuff like that, all that stuff is incorporated. There has been times in studying and things I'm doing in business, because I did run a solar panel company, built and run a solar panel company. As in doing that, I had to go back to geometry. I had to go back to. It's a lot of stuff I had to go back to. So in defense of what we are learning, we need that. Now, some people may not need it, but you don't know in your life whether you're gonna need it or not. I thought I wouldn't need it, but I'm becoming more intelligent day by day. So it's becoming useful, and it's really useful to the stages in your mind too. You talk about people like Nikola Tesla and even Elon Musk and stuff like that. These people are tapped in. They not telling you the consciousness part. They not telling you how they raise their consciousness and their vibration to get to where they doing. It ain't and they so it's kind of some truth in what they saying, as far as like you don't need geometry and stuff like that. But I ain't gonna say you don't need it, because you're gonna need it somewhere. But when your consciousness is raised, you got leverage. You can hire somebody. There's always a way. There's always a slight. You can hire somebody who know that information more than you. You don't panic. A lot of people who talking to me and coming to me right now, like, you panicking, like you're not paying attention, and you sitting on information. That's what they got these kids doing. They got them going and getting this geometry and stuff too early, and they sitting on information. They feel like they don't use it, and then when it's time for them to use it, they got to go restudy it. After high school, you need to go get a commission paying job, learn your abilities, fight all these inner everything barriers off of you, these limitations off of you, and build your character up, build your self-esteem up, build your business mind up, build your networking up, build your LinkedIn up, build everything up about you, because that's what business is going to do. That's what that commission-based job is going to do. because you know you have to eat. Everything I own, everything I have is based off my ability, my God-given ability. I'm not gonna just be arrogant and say, but nobody's giving me anything. Nobody's paying nothing for me. Nobody's clothing me. Nobody's feeding me. I'm doing that for myself. But I feel good because I can do it off my abilities, though. I can do it off purely my abilities, right? But after high school, go get you build you a business. And parents, if you got good credit right now, don't just sit on a 750 credit score. Make your kids AUs on there. So when they get 18, and start teaching them these things right now. Start teaching them business. Let's quit Google and Gaga and these kids and spoiling these kids with dumb stuff. Let's spoil them with information and knowledge. And then also have a bag to back it up. So they know what to do by the time they're 18 with it, right? Kid could be 18, already got her own business already. I seen a dude, look, bro. I seen a meme the other day. Dude had a Benz. He was number 19. He had a business. His parents signed him as an AU. We know this information. A lot of our parents didn't know this information. So it's no excuse for us now. Like, we know that we not getting taught this stuff in school. So we have to buckle down more. But we also have to take a stand too and demand this stuff should be taught, because from my studies is they not teaching sales in nowhere in school, in no high school, in no school, nowhere in America. And it's a fact. Trading, which is sales, runs everything. When you go to the doctor, yeah, he went and learned geometry and all this stuff, but you have to pay him. It's a product he's selling at the end of the day. Everything is run by sales. Sales keep war down. Sales keep wars down. Two countries won't beef. Look how long we've been talking about the debt to China. We still dealing and willing, and you know. I know it. Certain law enforcements will let certain things go on in certain areas if there's no violence. That's a fact. I know that. So, with that being said, I mean, sales keeps the peace. It keeps an intelligent mind, and it raises consciousness. I can go on. I'm gonna do a video and tell y'all why I'm chosen, get a little bit more in detail about me, and I'm gonna go through a little bit more, and I'm gonna tell you why sales is important to life and why it's life changing and will raise your consciousness, right? It's like a sport. It's like LeBron James and them. That's how I used to feel. That's how I feel my whole life. I always sold something. I've always been selling something. Like, even it used to be, I used to sell weed when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm legal. I done sold solar panels. I done sold water treatment systems. I done sold shoes. I done sold, you name it. I can sell it. I can talk it. I can sell it. I can do it because I'm intuitive. My consciousness is raised. I'm aware. I can listen. I know I'm understanding. And I'm a solutionist. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I definitely think that we should, as a community, should try to get this into the school board. Like, we should get sales into the school board, because with sales comes all this stuff. You know what I mean? What y'all think about that? Let me know. I'm out. Peace and love.